Alright guys, welcome back to another video on Talk Sooty. We are back. It's still AJ fight week, so we're still going to get on into the AJ content. I do apologise though, because I did think there was a open workout today, and there wasn't. There wasn't an open workout, so my bad. I was going to do a reaction to the open workout, but luckily I've got ideas in my head, and yeah, we're going to be deep diving into Jermaine Franklin and what his strengths are and his weaknesses, and what problems he could cause AJ. Is he the new Andy Ruiz, like the title says? Can he cause the upset that happened way back in, was it 2018? Was it that long ago? Let me check. I've got Andy Ruiz's box rec up here. It was 2019. It was not 2018. It was June 1st, wasn't it? June 1st, 2019. Wow, time flies in the boxing world. I was going to say when you're having fun, but not many boxers are having fun when they're getting punched in the face 24/7. But like I said, can Jermaine Franklin be the new Andy Ruiz? They're similar, but they're not similar. They're both small. I believe they're both 6'2". Yeah, they are both 6'2". Obviously, at the time, Ruiz weighed a lot more than what I think Franklin is going to weigh in, because there is rumours that Franklin has cut down a few pounds since the Dillian Whyte performance, or the Dillian Whyte fight, should I say, which, like I said in last video, some people thought he won that fight. Obviously, it was a majority decision in favour of Dillian Whyte, so he's not lost by much. One of the judges did score it a draw, and the others 116-112 in Whyte's favour. But like I said, people thought he won that fight, and that could be a problem. That could be a problem in many reasons, because if he thinks he won that fight, which from the sounds of it, he does think he won that fight, the confidence could be up there, because he now has that confidence in his mind that he's at this level. He is at the level of what is probably, what I would say, just below the world scene. I don't know if I'd class Dillian Whyte as a world class fighter and like a world title operator type fighter. He's probably just below that, and I feel like Jermaine Franklin could be in between that. Maybe he thinks he could go to the next level, and we have seen with the Andy Ruiz fight that AJ does struggle with the smaller opponents and the faster opponents. Povetkin caused him problems. Andy Ruiz, we know, caused him a horrible problem in MSG on June 1st in 2019. Who else gave him problems? I mean, Dillian Whyte in the first fight, he rocked him to his boots with a beautiful left hook. The smaller fighter can cause AJ problems. I mean, look at his last two performances. Usyk, 6'3", I believe. He's a cruiserweight. He'd come up from cruiserweight, and he was just too fast, too slick, too skillful for AJ, and he struggles with the smaller opponents. So, can Jermaine Franklin cause that upset? For me, personally, I don't think he will. But you never know with a guy who's coming off one of his career best performances. I know it says an L on the box rec and in the history books, but up there is where it matters. And he sounds like a confident person, and this night, Saturday night, could change his life. He was saying before the Dillian Whyte fight, he was still working full time, and now he's headlining at the O2 against Anthony Joshua. I bet he didn't think of that when 12, 18 months ago. You know what I mean? His life has changed like that, and if he gets a win on Saturday, he could change it a whole lot more. Not only with that side, but he's got the right to call out the big boys, the Wilders, the Joyces, the Furies, the Usyks. Who else is it? They're probably the four biggest names apart from AJ. So yeah, he's got big things to deliver on, but there's big opportunity, and with big opportunity comes hungry fighters, and Jermaine Franklin could be a very hungry fighter, because what I saw against Dillian Whyte was a guy who was very skilled, very technical. I wouldn't say basic. I don't like using the word basic, because he wasn't basic, but he was very crisp and taught well. I'd say he's very well schooled is the word I would use, because he doesn't waste much. He's very slick. He doesn't get hit with massive punches. Obviously, Dillian Whyte did land a few bombs, but what do you expect over 12 rounds? He's got a good defense. He got very fast hands, and he's got a good gas tank. And that was before he's taken this 20 odd pounds that he's supposedly taken off. So it's very interesting. Can he get on the inside of AJ and use his fast hands, uppercuts, hooks over the top like Ruiz did? Can he get him round the I was going to say around the membrane, I meant the equilibrium. Can he hit him in the equilibrium and mash it up a little bit and make those legs do the chicken dance? Maybe those fast hands, it could be a problem. It's very possible that Jermaine Franklin could cause the upset because it's heavyweight boxing. At the end of the day, he's got a puncher's chance, but he's not only got a puncher's chance, like I said, he's got the technique, he's got the gas tank, and with the 20 pounds lost, he might have a better gas tank, he might be able to outwork AJ. That could be a problem. We know AJ is an athlete, a specimen, a proper specimen of an athlete. He's built, but he can go 12 rounds and he doesn't gas heavily. Obviously, he was looking a bit tired in the last rounds against Usyk, but that's because he's a slick operator. That's what he does to you. He systematically breaks you down and makes you work, and it's the mental thinking that tires you out. You're always constantly thinking when you're against someone like Usyk. So it naturally happens. I mean, look at Tony Bellew. I mean, I know I'm going off track a little bit here, but Tony Bellew, he was winning. He was doing very well in that fight. He was very successful, and then Usyk just gets to you. He just gets to you, and then boom. Tony Bellew on the canvas, Eddie Hearn trying to pick him up through the ropes, didn't work, and he got the win. So Jermaine Franklin, he could be similar to Usyk. I know he's not quite got the footwork, and he's not a southpaw, but he could be elusive. He can have a nice defence, and he could be quick, and it could cause AJ problems early on and late on into the rounds. Do I think he does it? Like I said, no, I don't, but he's definitely a chance of doing it. I mean, Jermaine Franklin, he's 21-1, obviously the one defeat in his last fight against Dillian Whyte. Most of the fights before were on small shows in America, so you wouldn't have really heard about him, and no one really did hear about him before the AJ fight, unless you're a die-hard boxing fan who knows the ins and outs of boxing and you know these little shows. Personally, I'd be lying if I said I'd heard of Jermaine Franklin before the Whyte fight. I mean, I wouldn't say I was a casual boxing fan. I know a lot of boxing. I watch a lot of boxing, but I don't see the American small shows. But yeah, he wasn't fighting big operators, but you can tell he's got the skill. He's got the skill, and it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. Obviously, AJ. Moving on to AJ. He's got 3 defeats in his last 5. One, a very bad knockout loss to Andy Ruiz. The other 2 just completely outboxed by a very classy operator. So will that play on his mind? Hopefully not. Hopefully Derek James' new trainer has sorted that out, and there won't be that problem anymore. And I'm hoping, and I believe that there won't be the problem. I feel like Derek James will have sorted that out, and we will see the new, and not a new AJ, but more of the old AJ, but with new. Because you don't want old, you want something new, but better. And hopefully he is better, and hopefully he has taken him to another level. Because if AJ's at another level, then, hey, bring the straps back. Get me that Deontay Wilder fight at the end of the year, you know what I mean? But that's for another video. Stay tuned Sunday. I'm telling you, there'll be a good video going up on Sunday, 100%. But yeah, it's an interesting fight. We all know it's an interesting fight. Heavyweights, the blue ribbon division. Is it blue? I'm questioning myself. It is blue ribbon division. Jesus, I've got it out. Sorry, I don't mean to say the Lord's name, even though, oh God, I'm just going to shut up. Yeah, but very interesting fight. Can he be the new Ruiz? Obviously, we know what Ruiz has done since the rematch where he got outboxed and he came in heavy. He has won 2 fights, so Ruiz is a good operator, and he did beat AJ. Jermaine Franklin is a good operator. Can he beat AJ? Yes, that's the answer is he can, because other people have beat it. We've seen the path to beating AJ now. We have. You just gotta outbox him, outwork him, gas him out. hit him on the chin, hit any heavyweight on the chin. If a heavyweight hits another heavyweight flush on the chin, most of them are getting dropped or knocked out. You know what I mean? These are big boys who hit hard. As I was saying before, my dog rudely instructed, these boys are big. They hit hard. I mean, Franklin's got 40 knockouts in his 21 wins, 63.64% knockout ratio. So, I mean, it's not like AJ's. I mean, I'll get AJ's up now. I think it's like 80, I think. Let me just check. Here we go. And it's not working. Why does BotTrek do this to me? Actually, I bet I can do it this way. One sec. I think it's like 80 something percent, to be honest. As I was saying, AJ has got an 81.48% knockout ratio, so he hits hard. Frankiln hits decently well. I mean, it's going to be a great fight. There's not much more to say. That can Frankiln caused the upset like Ruiz back in 2019? For me, I don't think so, but there's a possibility. That's going to be it from me today. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Something a little bit different, but it's sort of out.